right, we're back at the man cave. Good to see you guys all again. Just give you a little heads up. I'm probably going to be, one of these videos, I'm probably going to be maybe delayed by a week because I'll be moving into a bigger space so I can have a bigger studio to set up my shows and have a little bit more freedom, where someplace where it's a little bit more quiet. Well, with that said and done, I'd just like to give a shout out to a few people out there. First, let's start off with Mr. Joe B182. Thank you for subscribing. We also have the, what's this guy's name? DJ Sikoma. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate your moral support and anything you've contributed with your likes and shares, and please subscribe. Thank you very much. We also got another person, Mr. Barry Bella. Thank you for joining the man cave. Congratulations, and I appreciate you supporting me and being a part of this foundation that I've created to make men better. And last but not least, Frazier, thank you very much for joining the man cave. You all are welcome. Thank you, and I appreciate you guys for joining in. All right, with that all said and done, I'm pretty sure we've all heard about this one with the Shaquille O'Neal comment about how you don't open up to certain women. I just want to start off with, obviously, this is not something new. We've, as men, have noticed for many years, and many men, besides myself, have spoken about this. This is not new, but we've heard these conversations long before. We just make it a big deal because a celebrity says it. But anyway, with enough about that, let's see what the Shaq Attacks got to say.
Open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No, never.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
Your whole life.
Bro, they gonna tell you can't.
Because you know why?
But it's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped
No,
like a motherfucker.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're going to throw it back in your face. That's why.
That's real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you crackers, your dad left me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's the host. The honest truth is, we all know this. As men, y'all all know it. You all know it's true. You can't open up to a woman because they're emotional creatures. We have our strength in our abilities to fight. They have their strength with their mouth, and it can be spiteful at times because they know that most of the time those men won't be able to do anything to really get back at them, and they're not strong enough to fight back to a man. Some of them are. But what they do is, to get back at you, they just try to hurt you deep and down inside in your soul. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a whole bunch of people pretending that that's not true, and I don't really care because we all know it's true. But let's get to the next video.
Should a man open up to a woman?
Yeah, I'm just going to let it go. But I mean, I got nothing really against him, but I got some huge problems with him sometimes. But big ups for having a great show and building up from where he came from. Big ups.
Shaq said no. He says because if you do, they're gonna use it against you. He said because if I'm crying about something, they're gonna say the first time they get mad, they're gonna say, "See, you crying because your daddy said what he said."
How do you take advice from a man who has no woman? And I love Shaq, but how do you take advice from my brother that has no one?
Okay.
You do know he has girlfriends, right? You do know that women don't just test you when you get married. They actually will test you while you're dating them. I got a better question. Why would they take business advice from someone who did a movie, signed a contract for a movie, didn't pan out how she wanted it because it made money and she didn't, but you signed for that amount of money, and then when you didn't get your way, you didn't promote the movie, you bashed the movie, and then you turn against Lee Daniels and Oprah Winfrey, but you didn't call them out when you knew them for years, because I guarantee you knew them for years, doing with at least, especially with Oprah, with the things that she did, and you kept your mouth shut. But when you got screwed out of your money and you got blacklisted, all of a sudden you put their dirty laundry out in the open. So, yeah, you just proved the point from a business standpoint that you don't do things with certain women because they throw it back at you, which I'm sure you were fine with everything else they were doing. But when you didn't get your cut, oh, well, oh, if I was Melissa McCarthy, you know, whatever crap that she said she would be in Melissa McCarthy, you're not as popular as her. Most people don't even know who you are. No disrespect.
If you have that person in your life and you say, listen, I'm going through, who else do you talk to at nighttime in your pillow talk? Who else do you share your life with?
Your boys. Your boys. That's who you share it with. What I want you to know, she's speaking as a woman, not as a man who's dealing with that woman. She's not going into it like, well, what the man is going to experience. She just wants you. Well, women don't do that. You just got to find the right one. You do know that to find that type of woman is an anomaly. It is almost darn nearly impossible to find that type of woman. Why? Because most women deal with their emotions. They deal with their emotions, and it is the most difficult thing to find a way to get them to respect your decision. You can be married to a woman who loves, cares for you, does all this wonderful stuff, and guess what? A large portion of them will not even listen to your problems. Go ahead and tell your woman, listen to a woman that says, you can tell me anything. How long does it take before she gets bored and tired of hearing it? Because they don't mind telling you their problems all day long. Oh, I went to this and I went to work and this happened. And then, you know, I was driving and the coffee was flat and that happened. But go ahead as a man, tell your woman your problems. It makes you look weak, and eventually they get tired of it. That's why I always say women are like cats. They're like cats because when you are petting a cat, you're petting them, and they roll on their back and they expose their belly and all that stuff, and you pet them a little bit more because you're enjoying it. They seem to be reluctant and they're not too big about it. But you start petting them just a little bit too much, and a cat unleashes at you. Why? Because the cat got tired of it. That's women. Women don't tell you the break point because that's not how it's supposed to work. That you're supposed to be able to listen to them throughout without problems. No stopping. This is what I'm going through. Every time I go through, I want you to listen to it. But they'll tell you they'll listen. But there's an expiration date on it, and they're going to be like, no. She's speaking like a woman that doesn't want to admit because she's a woman and has to keep her woman base happy. I mean, you remember what happened when she talked about the bonnets?
Who are you sharing with your life with, Shaq? Do you tell another man about your situation? And does he make you feel better?
Yes, guys talk. Your boys, they talk about these things. But even the guys know not to talk to guys like this all the time because it gets tiresome. Men talk about their problems, and they talk to other men about their problems. It's just that women like you don't understand that. That's why so many women get jealous of guys who have the really good relationship with other guys, because guys don't do it like women do. We talk, we chop it up, and then we move on.
Like, who do you share your life with? So I don't agree with that at all. And I love my brother, but I don't agree with that. I think that makes division. Because if I got to call my girl and I talk to my husband,
Right.
When I heard Oprah say, and these are her.
Oh, wait, you mean your boo? You mean your manager? How unprofessional can you be to call your husband and your manager your boo? Like, be professional. Maybe that's why you got blacklisted, because you're trying to live like a young head and you're an old head.
Her words, not mine. She said, when I be stressed out and I be going through it after the show, I will come home and Gail could calm me down and put me to sleep. What you say?
Well, Stedman.
Okay, then you said it.
I ain't said that. I'm going. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna get Oprah on here. I'm gonna get Oprah on the show.
But those are her words. So I believe that partnership is partnership all the way around. When I leave this earth, there is nothing my husband will not know about me, and the other way around.
That's cap. That's because your husband never told you. I'm going to tell you something right now. My boy that I've known for 40 years, we were born around the same time, grew up in the same neighborhood. We got busy with our own personal lives, but the honest truth is, that's still my boy. I can tell him whatever I need to tell him, and he don't judge me, he don't criticize me, and he don't say nothing about it. But you go to your woman and tell her something that's a little bit on the edge and see how she reacts. That is a lie. Women want to feel that their men can tell them anything, and that's a load of crap. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you can't. Can't. Go ahead and tell her something that's deep, dark secret that could get you into trouble, and see if that woman will be able to stand by you. Go ahead. Do it.
So I saw the clip of Shaq saying you should never open up to a woman because they'll use it against you.
Open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No. Never. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're going to throw it back in your face.
And let me just say, that is one bitch-made risk-avoidant cognitive defense mechanism that highlights the fact that a lot of you men are still incompetent when it comes to vetting women and assessing the nuances of female nature that y'all think y'all know so much about. While it's true that you don't open up to 304 as casual flings and in situationships, vulnerability breeds intimacy, and intimacy is one of the top predictors of relationship satisfaction. It's required. There are masculine ways in which you can open up to women, and there are masculine ways in which you can frame your fears, failures, and insecurities. But you fellas with this mentality simply don't know how to do that, do it too quickly, or you do it with the wrong woman. What you're actually not supposed to do is emotionally dump on her, lay around in your misery too long, or come off as defeated and not have a solution ready and available. The fuck happened to stoicism in men? Running around scared to share a couple of adversities y'all have experienced and overcame? She's not gonna lose attraction and respect if she love you. And if she do use it against you, go cry in the car, then kick her ass to the curb.
And your point is what, bro? So this is what I hate about these type of YouTubers. They got to show off how masculine they are. I'm a master of my domain. I pick the good women and I'll just kick them to the curb. We don't know that for a fact. A lot of you guys probably would be crying in the corners. Yo, baby, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I need you. I need you, girl. And on camera, I'm a masculine alpha male. First of all, don't ever call yourself an alpha male. Either your persona comes off as alpha or someone else calls you alpha. You don't ever call yourself alpha. Number two, you have no idea, and I do mean no idea, what a woman is capable of when she's emotional. They can love you all day long. Everything can be going right, and it just takes that one thing that goes wrong for them to come back at you. It don't matter how masculine you are. If she gonna check you, she gonna check you. Doesn't matter how much money you got. Doesn't matter how much swag you got. If she feels that she can get that one up on you, she will. Do not listen to these type of guys that tell you you ain't vetting right. That women are just genuinely emotional. They're emotional creatures that when push comes to shove, if they want to, they can get emotional and do something. Yes, you should never tell them all your dirty secrets. You want to give them some half BS secret? Fine. And if it doesn't come up, you found the right one. But don't go this whole thing of you got to figure out a way to give up your secrets in a way that's secretive. That defeats the purpose. The whole purpose is that person is supposed to be there so you can talk to them. And that's what I'm saying. So you're telling me I have to figure out a way to manifest my problems without making me look too weak. But I can't be too weak because I got to be masculine. But masculine, I got to be able to share it, so that makes me weak. So which one is it, bro? Do I have to show her a piece of it or the whole thing? Or just do a part of it? The fact of the matter is, I shouldn't have to go through any of these hoops for a real woman. And the honest truth is, this modern day society, most modern women don't know how to handle it. Women back in the day, they used to be able to. But now, no. Like I said before, don't listen to these type of guys. These guys are going to make you seem like you're doing something wrong. No, you shouldn't have to go through hoops to open up to your partner. If she can't handle it, then she was never your woman. That means you're taking a risk, putting your business out there and being hurt and maybe doing something worse because she used it against you. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, keep it to yourself. That's it. Go to your boys. If you have a boy you know, as long as I know my boys for years, go to them. You cannot tell your woman everything. I don't care how much swag you got. It's a load of crap. He's full of crap. Monique's full of crap, and she blew up her own spot because she turned against Oprah and Lee Daniels and basically destroyed that whole relationship because her manager basically made a whole bunch of dumb decisions. Go figure. Anyway, that's it for today. I want to thank everyone that's tuned in. Like, share, subscribe, please. The more you guys subscribe and join in and comment, that helps the algorithm, helps me grow. I love making videos. I hate the videos, but I like making videos for you guys. So, with that all said and done, the man cave is always open.